It's Senior Bowl week. We've been looking at these players all week long in practice, looking at the clips. We've already looked at Spencer Rattler, but we're going to look at him again because we looked at his day one practice clips. But today we're going to look at day 1, 2, and 3. We're going to look at as many as we can find off the internet and look at Spencer Rattler. And from what I'm hearing from the grapevine, one of the top, if not the top quarterback at the Senior Bowl this week during those 3 practices. Top tier prospect coming out of high school. Looked okay at Oklahoma until things fell apart. Then we went to South Carolina and did some things as well. Now we're at the Senior Bowl trying to build that draft stock. Trying to get back to that player that was highly coveted. That's Spencer Rattler. And he's doing some things right now at the Senior Bowl. Before we dig into these clips, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're going to be covering clips all off season long. I cover them during rookie camp. I cover them during training camp and mini camp, going over these players. And then I got a batch of clips from the Senior Bowl, and I'll probably have more. Click that button. Stop missing out. But we're looking at Spencer Rattler. Got over 3 minutes of clips here. And we may go over him twice. Maybe if we get a little froggy. But we're going to watch him a little bit. We're going to watch him throw the ball around. See what we can see. Smart placement there, getting it back towards the pylon. Rumor is, well, we've seen it a little bit. We already did the video. Bo Nix looking pretty shoddy throughout the week. Michael Penix, okay. Good to okay from what I've read from everybody's accounts. From what I've read also when it comes to the QB, very lackluster. Spencer Rattler looking good though, dealing a little bit. But also, from what I'm gauging too, you throw a pick right there, not over the moon though. Not super good to where, like, you're saying, hey, this guy's really stepping up, he's elite. But best of the top quarterbacks there. That's what I'm reading. That's also what I'm gathering from the clips as well. If I had to grade the big 3, Nix, Penix, and Rattler, I think it'd be Rattler, Penix, Nix. And then we got the other guys in there. But I'm watching tape here, so I can't really just think of all the names real quick. Hartman had a bad week. Look at him get the ball out. But he's really building that draft stock. Saw a thing from Sports Illustrated that big draft is higher on him than the media. Makes sense. A big-time prospect coming out of high school. Did a little bit of Oklahoma. Looked good starting off, and then it tailed off. Then we went to South Carolina, and he looked good there too. He had some moments there. Let's just call a spade a spade. We're rebuilding here. We're rebuilding that draft stock that started pretty high during the early part of his collegiate career. He was once considered one of the top young prospects in the country, and there is some moxie about him. Watch him how he carries himself like after a throw, between plays and stuff. And then watch him during interviews. He's got some confidence to him. He's got a little bit of swagger. That doesn't mean anything, really. But it also means that he's got some poise to him. Watching him throw the football, we're rolling out here. We're running with it. We got a little bit of mobility. We know that, though. We've been watching him for, it feels like forever now. Slinging the rock here. Little check down. That ball better get there. That ball better get there from Spencer Rattler. Looking at Senior Bowl highlights. Slinging it in there. Again, pitch and catch. Like I say with these drills, pitch and catch should look like pitch and catch. And if it doesn't look like pitch and catch, we got problems. Little skeleton. I'm talking some NCAA football team drills. If you remember that, I have to pull that up on a live stream. Has to be not 06. 06 got the bands on there. You'd catch a copyright. Look at him go. Boom. Surveying, moving. Pitch and catch. He threads it. Let's watch it again one more time because I rambled on a lot. I saw it, but I like to live react. I saw these. I clipped these. I think that's good placement on that throw. Here we go again. This is the same one, isn't it? Towards the pylon. But again, no pressure or anything like that either. But if you're looking like one of the worst quarterbacks with no pressure, what does that say? Getting it in there. I do like his release. He gets it in there quick. over the middle, and it's picked. Again, I'm going to show you everything. You don't catch many negative clips of these players from the Senior Bowl. It just doesn't get clicks. That's not my fault. I'm not there. I'm home. He's running. Stepping back, stepping up. Very fluid. Very fluid. You can just see him reading and progressing. Again, he's got some moxie to him. Very confident. Confidence is key, especially when you go into a situation like this. And I can definitely say that he's got a lot of it to the point that it's almost cringe. And I say that from watching some of those workout highlight videos from a few years ago. I don't know, from his freshman year, prior to that. Always thought of him that way. But again, in scenarios like this, where there's a lot of people looking at you, a lot of eyes on you, a guy like this is going to thrive in those scenarios. Still, you got to do it on the NFL field. Rumor has it, big draft, agents, or whatever like him better than what the media does. The media has been kind of quiet about Spencer Rattler. I bet you we see Spencer Rattler rise in some mock drafts. I'm going to throw up the first mock draft on this channel that I see that has him in the first round. That's probably going to happen. It's going to be a rando one. And just so we can make fun of it. There he goes. We got some mobility. He looks good. I like the bust balls on here. But he looks good. Slinging it to the slot. Not the slot, but the flat. You can tell he progresses through things quick. He's also got some balls on him, too. You see that on tape. And get you in situations, but that gets you into learning situations as well. You can cut that knife on both ways. I made up that slogan, but still. Spencer Rattler. He could be a surprise player out of this draft. Right situation, right place where he can develop. He still needs to develop some, I believe. But I could say that about this quarterback class. I think this quarterback class is a little bit overrated. I think Spencer Rattler's on the move, really. But I don't know how far or where at. But Spencer Rattler reported as having one of the better Senior Bowl practices throughout the week among all these quarterbacks. And gauging from the highlights, which is really not enough information or a sample to gauge from the quarterbacks, at least the top guys, had a great week. Better than Bo Nix for sure. Michael Penix had an okay week, but what I'm reading about is that Spencer Rattler, out of the top guys, had the best. Spencer Rattler's stock seems to be like it's on the move, on the uptrend. How far? I don't think it's going to be too far up, but I think he's going to be a surpriser when it comes to draft buzz over these next few weeks, month and a half or so. I think you're going to see big media start talking him up a little bit more. I would not be surprised. You start hearing ESPN, NFL on those draft shows, start bringing him up more. Start talking him up. I would not be surprised after what he flashed here at Mobile, considering what the other quarterbacks did. They're going to have to talk other quarterbacks, some other players. Spencer Rattler is going to be on the move for that, and people are going to start talking about him. You're going to see him mocked in some drafts. I don't know where, second round, first round. You're going to see him go in some crazy spots because of the Senior Bowl, because of what the other quarterbacks did. You're going to see that stuff happen. I guarantee you. He's on the rise. Good or bad, he's on the rise to somewhere. He's going somewhere. I can tell you that much. Looked good at Senior Bowl. I'll say that much. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's what matters. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I got more coming at you. You're still here. I entertained you. You might as well. Thank you for watching, though. Catch you on the next one.